My name is Osita Udensen, and I'm recording my evidence from the UK, London, United Kingdom. March 2023, I had blood discharge, and because I'm postmenopausal, I knew that it wasn't something, it's not something that should be happening. So I went to the doctor and they had a look, and they initially thought it was a gynecological issue, sent me off to a gynecologist who said that it wasn't what the issue was, but she suspected that something wrong with my urethra because she could see a raised area, and sent me off to urology. And when I got to urology, they had a look at it and said they've never seen anything of the nature before. The urologist had been in business for like more than 30 years, and he's never really seen such. It felt very flowery when you touch it. It starts bleeding, very tender. So he said, I'll send you off to biopsy, to have a biopsy. Then he sent me off. Then the result came back, and unfortunately it was cancerous. And they called me in and gave me the news and said it was cancerous. And they gave me 2 weeks from giving me the news to have 7 organs from internally removed, from my fallopian tubes to uterus to lymphatic nodes, and then the bladder, which was the biggest thing. And that meant not having bladder and having a stomach bag for the rest of my life. I mean, it was just all so shocking. I was just sitting there, so I'm like, 2 weeks? In 2 weeks' time, I'm going to lose all these things? Says, yes, we have to move fast because it's very rare cancer and there's no treatment pattern for it. So we need to remove everything just to make sure that it doesn't return. And I said, well, it's too much. It's too much and very little time to do anything. I can't do this, and I can't give you an answer today. I think they saw how everything, I just wasn't bulging. They said, okay, I'll give you a week, go and think about it and come back to us with an answer, but we'd like to move fast. I was glad that I was on the platform when I got this news. I was prepared. I knew where I belonged. I knew whose I was. So I wasn't really actually worried. I knew what to do, basically. So I presented it to God. I said, this is just what I've received, and I rejected it. So that was the beginning of the journey. I then had a second opinion because I said I didn't want that treatment. Yes, it's the first type of cancer in the UK. I rejected the surgery. They gave me a week, remember? From then on, Pastor Jerry consistently started mentioning, urethral cancer.
Urethral cancer. Urethral cancer. If you are the one, put it on the live stream. By the mercy of God, I announce, let it be reversed.
So I just held to those words, and I just went with it. So I was so confident about that. Even on my medical form, they wrote that I was in denial. November 2023, that's 3 months after, I was asked to come for a check. I went in and they checked. There was no cancer. And from then on, they keep calling me back every 3 months to check. And that has been the case. There has been no cancer. So from November 2023 to the last check I had was January, actually, 2025. And there has been no cancer. All my organs are intact. 7 organs were counted. They were going to remove from internally from my stomach area, which included the biggest organs, the uterus, fallopian tubes, lymph nodes, a bladder, those are big items. Everything is intact. There was no surgery at all, and there will never be any surgery by the special grace of God. So I'm just here to give my testimony and to return all glory to God. I couldn't have done it without this platform, without the prayers, without the constant word from the altar, and even the side effects. I forgot to mention that all the side effects they said I was going to have, from stenosis to stricture, urethral stricture, to possibly using a catheter also for the rest of my life, because the urethra is such a narrow tube that scarring might occur, and most likely occur, most likely occur, and I'll use a catheter. None of that, because Pastor Jerry has been cancelling stenosis, cancelling urethral stricture, and I'll just be perfect. So I return all the glory to God, and I am grateful to be part of this platform. Pastor Jerry, I say I join millions of people all over the world to say to you that the oil on your head will never run dry.